It's morning now.
They sing the karaoke and sometimes a bunch of little like trains.
Thank you.
Metal barrels, and then he pulls it around with his track.
All right, welcome to today's meeting. It's great to see everybody here today. Let's do an approval of April 29th, 2024 meeting minutes. What do I say again?
You asked for a motion to approve.
I motion that we approve the minutes.
Oh, I thank you.
I second it.
Everyone, aye?
Aye.
Aye. All right. The motion has been approved. Let's go on to our next motion of business, Oremfest Parade. I think that's kind of our big reason why we're here.
Yes. So I sent an email out last week. I hope all of you have had an opportunity to read it. If you haven't, I will read it to you now.
I'm pretty sure I read it, but I know.
Yeah.
It's been more than 2 minutes ago. I forget.
I know last meeting we were discussing the potential of maybe 2 cars. I know, Sean, you were working on a car, and Pam, you were interested in maybe having a car.
Well, yes, and then I don't know how this escaped me, but there's one family event I have at my house each year, and it's Oremfest, so they can all come over and watch the fireworks. So I even know that I want to be in the parade because, you know, that's the one thing I can do during the year that they can't do by themselves.
Yeah.
So excuse me.
That's okay.
Your excuse.
So you are out of the parade, is the plan. That's okay. That
And
may
the car.
actually work better, because if you have a car, I think every vehicle requires 4 spotters per vehicle. And we may have a hard time coming up with enough people to have 2 cars in the
Well,
parade.
if she's out of the parade, then I'm out of the parade.
So you're on board with the vehicle?
Yeah, he said yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So.
What kind?
It's a 1957 Porsche Speedster.
Oh.
I drove
Fun.
it. It's like the 3rd time
And
I've driven
it only
It's
holds
the blue
2
one, yeah.
people, so you're going to have more people
Well-
walking next to it than in it.
Yeah. Last time we used it, we had one person in the front seat, and then it has some room in the back for like all the candy.
Nice.
But we also had like wagons that we pulled with candy. Is that what you did?
Yep, and the sign, we carried the sign too.
Yeah.
What year is it?
57. It's blue.
Cool.
I think it's in our presentation for last year. You
Yeah,
guys maybe
it's the
saw
same
that
one.
convertible.
Sweet.
I can show it to you if you want to see it. Should I pull it up while we're here?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So we do have the mandatory meeting. We talked about that a little bit. You guys were asking if they were going to have that again. We do. I put that in the email that I sent last week. That meeting is tomorrow,
Okay.
May 21st at 7 p.m. at the Senior Friendship Center. Okay? So anyone that's driving a vehicle has to be to that, so you would be the mandatory representative.
Okay.
I also put you as the main point of contact in the application.
All right.
Okay, so if you can attend that tomorrow, that would be awesome and necessary.
Is that meeting just going to be a driving safety meeting, or is it going to go over other details?
That, and they're going to go over these details, and for the sake of everyone, it's not a long list, but I'm going to share this list of rules right now. I kind of got the feeling that not many of us have read the email yet, so I'm going to read these.
I mean, I
And so
glanced at
we all
it.
know. Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, the mandatory meeting we covered, that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Senior Friendship Center. I believe Sean is the only one that's required to be there in person. Most of what he'll learn is probably what I'm about to share with you, so we'll just read through this. The parade order is not contingent on the order of applications received. I did put that in early, and I did get confirmation that we will be pretty close to the front of the line. I don't have the order yet. I don't think we'll have the order until June 5th. There will be an email sent out where they will kind of list that staging order, and I will forward that to you guys. I'm pretty certain I'm going to be the one getting that email because I'm the one that filled out the application, but I'll forward it to you when I have the details. That doesn't really apply. Only approved vehicles will be admitted into the parade. Equestrian entries are responsible. That doesn't really apply to us. Distribution of literature, marketing items, or products, and candy. Literature must include a valid coupon offer or other free offerings. That doesn't really apply to us, but candy and marketing items can be handed out along the side of the road. It must not be thrown from the entry or the center of the road. Minor injuries have been reported. drivers and riders. Drivers must be at least 21 years old and able to provide valid driver's license and proof of insurance. Precautions should be taken to ensure the safety of all riders.
Are we sure
Outwalkers.
UPS man can handle that?
Yep.
Professional driver.
Clowns and other
We'll be
costumed
fine.
I'm pretty safe.
outwalkers are highly encouraged. Individuals walking beside an entry must take great care to ensure the safety of themselves and others. Entries with vehicles of any kind must have at least 4 spotters to walk along each side of the vehicle to signal the driver in the event of a safety hazard and help with general safety concerns.
Can you pause for a second?
You bet.
When they say that,
Mhm.
does that mean that's all they do? Like, we can't include the people that have the candy watching as they're handing candy out?
I think that would work. I think that a vehicle needs to have four people, one on each corner, and if you're
Yeah.
handing out candy and keeping an eye on the area, I think that's fine.
Because I know in the
They didn't
past,
specify that, and that might be a perfect question to ask in your meeting tomorrow.
because I know in the past we've had people hand out candy and they've also been kind of the ones that help to tell the kids to get back or they're not getting candy.
Right.
But if they're having barricades, are they doing that?
I believe they are on certain parts of the route
Where it's like probably really
where it's
busy?
the most problematic mess, like that whole stretch of City Center Park.
Yeah.
I think that's all gonna have fencing.
Okay. I'll ask
Areas
tomorrow
that have been
night.
trouble in the past will be fenced. So spotters, prohibited material. The executive committee reserves the right to refuse an entry into the parade if it determines that the entry is controversial, unlawful, political, or otherwise considered to be inconsistent with the standards, theme, quality, or purpose of the Summerfest Parade. Each entry is limited to 50 feet in length and 1 lane in width if any entry is longer than 50 feet or wider than a typical lane it wants, and wants to have more vehicles or a longer trailer than they're required to purchase an additional entry. And this is probably the most important part. I understand that candy is allowed to be given to spectators but not required for participation. I agree that our entry and all persons associated with it will not throw candy from our vehicle or from the middle of the street. I understand candy must be handed to spectators or gently tossed into the crowd from the side of the street. I understand that if our entry or any person associated with it is found violating the candy policy, we will not be permitted to apply for the parade for the following year. Very similar to what we had last year, if not the same. So if you'll, Sean, please attend the meeting.
Yeah.
You're all aware of the rules. Please be very careful with your candy. Don't chuck it wildly into the crowd. We had issues in the past about that. I think we haven't even had some people throwing frozen water bottles.
Oh dear.
Very moronic to do something like that. So let's just make sure that it's safe and that we follow the rules and there won't be a problem. That is the parade. Do we have at least 4 people that will be joining Sean?
It's at 7 at night.
Yeah.
Then I can come. I thought I wasn't gonna be
It's
able
the
to be
best
there.
way to have a parade. I don't like these morning parades.
It's
Those are
Saturday
terrible.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Saturday night.
Great.
So
I will be
parade
there.
is at night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
so
This whole
Fantastic.
time I thought it was in the morning, and
Yeah.
I was like, I can't go.
so with it being at 7,
I will be there.
in years past, I usually get there about 6.
Okay.
But if you pull in by 6:30, you're probably fine.
I'll be there at 6.
And the staging area is those 2 big chapels just north
Yeah.
of the University Place Mall. You know those right on 8th East.
Who else will be there?
8th
You're
East,
well.
8th South.
You
Yeah.
are.
East
Jen,
and 8th
you're in
South,
a
those
different.
2 big board houses.
Yes, and I'm actually not going to be there at all.
You won't be there at all.
So if you
So we
bring,
need one
like-
more spotter.
But it can also be someone in your family if you want that.
Yeah, you can bring,
Can I bring a 13-year-old?
yeah.
To be a spotter, or can they be?
How
spotted
mature is
even?
this 13-year-old?
It's a girl. She's real
So
mature.
you're saying she's mature. If it was a boy, it would be no?
No, he would be hucking the
He'd be hucking
candy.
I mean,
for
I
sure.
have kids that
He would be
age.
hucking candy. I'll bring my daughter then. She can help.
I can try to get a couple
Yeah.
grandkids.
Yeah.
So,
I can get a couple of her grandkids from my friend circle too. 'Cause
so if we're, so how many do we have then? Because should I bring the sign that we carry in front that says Orem Beautification Commission?
Yeah,
I guess
we
if
need
we
a
can
sign.
get kids too. If we can get
They
enough
enjoy
kids, we
doing
can do
that.
it. I'll bring
Did you say you were
all
going?
my
Or you-
kids
I
if
will
they
not.
want to walk
This
it.
time
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be out of the country.
Oh, rough.
I know.
Where are you going to be at?
Just Mexico.
Just Mexico.
Just be back.
On a cruise or something?
No, we'll be down in
All
Playa del
inclusive
Carmen area.
resort.
Yeah.
Rough life. Okay,
Time this year.
we'll think about you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll throw candy.
No, we
So,
won't.
so,
They won't mind there.
so we have us 4. So I'll be driving 3, and then if we had 3 more, that would be we would need 6 for the sign, 2 for the sign, and then 4.
I'll bring a couple of my kids.
And I'll
You'll
bring
bring a couple of
mine.
yours. We'll be fine. Sign, candy passer outers,
And the
spotters.
wagons too helped for the candy. That was very
Yes.
helpful.
I've ordered 77 pounds.
Wow.
What was it last year? Do you remember?
66.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah, we still round
A lot
out
of
right when we
candy.
hit the corner.
Do you want me to come pick it up then?
I have it here.
Oh, you have it?
Mm-hmm. I got it all ordered and it arrived today.
Oh,
so
look at you.
Well, let's
What kind of
break into
candy
it.
did we do?
Tootsie
It's a-
Rolls.
it makes,
Mixed bag.
yeah, it's
Has like pointy pieces so that it'll punch your eyes.
like, you know, the little like, I think like there's
Dum-dums and
Sour Patch
stuff.
Kit
Kids.
Kats
Pretty
that
nice.
are really hard
Yeah.
to sharp on the edges of the wrappers.
So,
Cool.
My only suggestion for you guys that are meeting them there is that traffic to get to the parade is really a lot. So just plan for that.
Ride bikes.
Yeah.
You can. So what I do is I go down 800 South,
8th South, okay.
going east, and then there's Costco, and then there's the turn in, and you turn in, and just they'll tell you, they'll ask, are you dropping off or are you like in the parade? And if you're just dropping off, they'll tell you where to go, drop you off, and the car can just leave. You just have to have someone be able to, well, because you're going to end up at the end of the parade route.
No,
on
yeah, I'll
State
just have my
Street,
husband
so-
drop us off.
Yeah, you can do that. And then find him if he's going to watch the parade somewhere. Just, I don't know.
yes.
Cool. Wait, where do we get dropped off? Where's the starting?
It starts at 400 South.
4th South?
The double
And
churches across
800
Costco.
East. But
Perfect.
the staging
Got
area
it.
is the two
Double
chapels.
churches by Costco.
Yeah. And down and on the street too. We might be on the street when they stage. They also stage on 800 East.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when will we find out? Probably tomorrow night thing when where we're positioned.
5th.
June 5th, the parade order instructions staging
Oh.
area will be sent via email on or
Okay.
before June 5th.
Okay.
So as soon as I get that, I'll forward it out to this same thread, and you guys will all have access to it.
All right.
Fun. All right. Is that it with Oremfest? We got it down.
I think so.
Oh, wear your
Got
shirts.
the amount of people you
Where are shirts?
Wear your warm or blue shirts.
Breathe,
That sign,
breathe
yeah.
the bull holes in it.
Yeah, we don't know what the weather's like. I've done the parade where it's rained and then it's been hot, so like bring some water bottles and
Okay.
sunscreen if you need it, because at first, when we're getting prepared for the parade, it gets a little hot, then it cools off. But,
Perfect. Do we have any other business to go over?
Are there any local celebrities that we can put in the passenger seat?
I mean, I know Donny Osmond,
I know he probably won't do
But
it.
but he's in Europe right now, so.
And he's not part of the beautification committee.
No, but a lot of women would say he's very beautiful to look at, so,
Women would say that?
yes.
I think a lot of people would say that.
I think it's big spoken.
Okay, when we start doing these awards, you know, they're supposed to be 2 a month, starting
2 a
May
month.
through September, correct?
Yeah.
And do they get published someplace, correct?
Yeah. So when you fill out on your
Right.
thing, it sends a notification to Tyler and myself. And if they said yes, they agree to have it posted on Facebook, I can send it on to our communication
Okay.
liaison, Pete Wolfley, and he'll be able to post it on Facebook.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if we're a little late.
No.
You're not saying 2 a month or you're fired.
No, I'm saying, please just give out what you can.
It's my goal this
It's
week.
much more impressive to show a map full of pins at your presentation.
Well, even it's kind of hard with
Usually
it,
have
with
their
what a
own
cool
float.
spring we've had. A lot of
Yeah.
people's yards aren't
I'm almost
looking that hot right
Yeah.
now.
a float for all
So if you don't get
of
them, you know, you
I
can,
got one, I just,
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have
waiting
to.
for the
April,
weather to
Yes.
cooperate.
can you speak to, he asked the question if Miss Orem typically has her own float. I
yes,
imagine there's a float
but
with all of Orem royalty, right? Usually.
typically the first weekend of June is also Miss Utah. So,
So they
Miss,
sometimes don't
Miss
attend.
Orem is usually not here, but her attendants are, and they have their own boats.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think, isn't Miss Utah the following week?
It might be this year. Who knows?
It might be this week.
Is it this week?
Yeah, it's coming up.
I think my mom's like
In
volunteering
years past,
for something.
it has
at
always. It seems like Miss Utah is always the same weekend as Summerfest. So
We don't want her anyways.
I'm just wondering if there's somebody that we can get that's pretty well publicized. They can like sit on the window of it and kind of wave from the car.
Sean's pretty infamous.
He can
for
sit
one.
there and wave.
Put crown on Tyler.
I wonder if there's like a local like an Instagram influencer or something we can find and head down.
It's June 13th through 15th.
I don't know why we haven't had the Stradman in this thing with us now.
Is he at Orem Day?
I don't think so.
My kids would like that.
I need to get
Fun,
him
fun,
down here
cheap
for the
or
car
free.
show.
What's her
That would be
name?
cool.
Jordan Page.
Get Miro.
Orem.
Get Miro.
Yeah, we could have poor Miro suffocating and sweating all the way through.
That would not be awesome.
I'm sure he's in the parade too somewhere.
I'm sure he is.
With
He's
his
probably-
ventilation tube shooting right up his
Miro the
sleeve.
mammoth, the Orem mascot.
Oh.
Yeah, the mascot.
Does
Wait,
Orem have like a
what?
little
We have a
Sebastian?
mascot?
Yeah,
equivalent?
Miro.
Yeah,
Because
Miro
there was a
mammoth.
mammoth the bones of a mammoth was found down at the south end of State Street.
Oh, cool.
We're trying to
It's
keep up
Miro.
with Parks and Rec.
Orem the it sounds like it.
Miro the mammoth.
Mural the
And
mammoth.
he's been president at a lot of our little city functions recently. He goes to most of the parks openings, ceremonies.
Get
he was down at
get
Service
him
Day.
in there.
Can you teach him to dance like Cosmo?
That would be
takes
pretty
talent.
impressive.
That would be
It's
really
not.
impressive. I watched them bringing him into the birthday event. You were down there, right, Jen?
Yeah.
Down at Nelson's
Yeah,
Grove
he can
Park.
hardly walk, huh?
And I was observing the very cautious walk from the park to where he was. I'm like, he probably can't see anything. It looked like Pete had him by the shoulder, walking him through
Oh
every
my
little
God.
step. Like, please don't
I need a
trip,
picture.
don't
Do we have a
trip.
picture of this?
Yeah, if you look
Yeah,
up.
I mean,
it's
he is
probably
really
on the
old,
city's
right?
Instagram.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
spell
years,
that?
decades,
M-I-R-O.
centuries, millennia.
Yeah.
Meryl.
It's Orem spelled backwards. It's M-E-R-O.
Yeah,
Is it M-E-O?
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, someone was clever.
It's
Yeah.
very clever.
I mean, it sounds better than Mike. The
Oh, you're
Mammoth or
saying
something.
Marrow. I kept saying you said Meryl.
I kept hearing
Yeah, if you just Google Miro mammoth, you'll see lots of little videos on there.
Very, very cool.
Do we even want to put work into that, finding an influencer to sit on our window? Is that even... That probably wouldn't even be allowed.
Is
I don't
sit
know.
on. In
So like you've got the car and the doors. If they sit on the window of the door with the window rolled down.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't have a roof, does it?
no.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
It's
so
a convertible.
So
They could actually sit on the
Up.
top of
Yeah.
the
Behind.
seat with their legs down on the chair, kind of on the back, or there's like a little tiny opening in the back where they could sit on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to make our car cooler?
Yeah.
Is there
I
a
think the
celebrity?
candy and the
from
Porsche
Orem?
is cool enough.
Yeah, there
The-
probably won't be many speeches.
My kid's gonna
There's-
freak out that there's
a
a Porsche.
bunch of
Really?
influencers.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's really popular down at UVU who'll do he'll just go up to somebody like total stone face and he'll be like, "You want $1 or a mystery gift?" It's like, well, obviously you choose a mystery
I saw a
gift.
video today.
Yeah, and it's usually like a MacBook Pro or something.
Does he
And
want to
so-
give away a MacBook Pro at Oremfest?
That's
It
what
would
I'm
be the
saying.
best
It's like-
entry if he was doing
Just
that.
it's just a slide in the DMs is all it would take, probably.
All right, slide into his DMs.
Everybody under.
Yeah.
I would pay to
Yeah,
see
there's
that
Natalie.
in the
That's
car.
what I-
Yeah.
He's probably on a float, isn't he?
I don't think I've ever seen him at the parade.
I don't think I saw
Get him in the
last year.
parade.
I don't remember.
Seriously.
You could ask
I've
Karina.
gone to the
It's a
parade
pretty
and
cute
she's
little
really
outfit, but
That would be cute.
He just has to sit.
that's Miro.
Will he even fit in it?
We could get one
It's
of
a
your
big
kids.
deal.
I mean,
to dress
I
up.
can fit in
Just-
the driver's seat, and I'm 6'1".
Want me to ask
so.
if Miro's available?
There we go.
My guess is he's not. but
Hey,
we'll see.
Mero.
We asked
Hashtag
about
Oremfest.
Who is
Miro
Miro?
and I'll ask about
Yeah, who is Mero?
Oh, we shouldn't
Do we
say.
know who it is?
I think it rotates.
Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
passed around. I'm pretty sure it's one of
Do you wanna
Pete's
be Mero?
interns. No. He's like,
Oh,
Tyler,
I'm
jump
pretty
in.
sure
He
it's
just
one
more
of
like,
Pete's
I know.
interns, though. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they all pass the responsibility around.
Yeah, if he's not afloat, that'd be fun.
Did we ever get any feedback too from the folks helping with the garden? They were going to come back and give us an update.
Yeah, they came and gave us an update. Most of you weren't here last
Last
week.
month.
Well, I was here last month,
No,
but they were gonna
wondering
come
if
back
they
with
Done the surveys. and
survey. That's what I was trying to
Oh,
remember.
right. Survey I don't think has happened yet.
Okay.
Well, it may have, I just haven't heard the results. Community Action was gonna take the lead on that, and
Yeah.
Pete's group was gonna help with that. You do know that we're looking at doing it at Windsor Park,
Yeah.
right? You were part of all that,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I got
It's a
so many
great
things
location.
going on
It
right
is,
now
I
that
went down
forget
there,
where
it's
and what
great.
happens when.
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
just
that'll be
curious.
nice.
They said they were gonna report back to us on that.
I believe I'll probably report back to you when we know.
Okay.
I'll let you know how that progresses.
That'd be cool.
If you'd like, we can invite them here too, but
Oh, no worries.
whatever. I do have one other business item if you guys are about ready to wrap up. I believe that we've got a focus group working on all of the commissions throughout the city. They've learned that there are many commissions that we have that many cities don't have. We've got a lot of them. And they were looking at code and wanting to just kind of standardize across the board. One thing that came up as I was talking with them was the frequency of our meetings. There is a wide variety of other commissions and their meeting schedules. Some are monthly, some are quarterly, some are twice a year, some are as needed. I wanted to maybe ask you guys, it seems like we're pretty flexible in this group. We typically have a meeting towards the end of the year where we give out the award signs for the Christmas decorations, and then we kind of go on a hiatus till February because there's really not much more to do
Well, we
throughout
do
those
the
winter
Orem
months.
City Council meeting.
Right?
Yeah.
And that happens in
March.
February, March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of shared with them what our current schedule is. It seems like we meet in February, March, April, May, June. There may be a hit or miss month where we maybe don't because of other city activities that take up some time. But what do you guys think as a group would be a good schedule to update the code with?
As needed.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
recommended,
think
Yeah.
so
but I
too.
wanted to ask you guys as well. So just have a flexible as needed basis and we decide as a commission when our meeting times are.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then would we still
will be
kind
what we
of
do
shoot
then.
for the last Monday of every month also?
Yeah.
So there'd be, that's good.
I like that.
Okay.
I'll miss you guys. It's been fun. Just kidding. Okay. Any other business?
Just if you guys want to meet next month, or if you want to just go
The parade.
newsletters.
Yeah,
Are we
I
doing
don't-
any newsletters?
Oh,
for
yeah.
this
Is
year?
there any news on the community gardens?
That's what we talked about last month. They came and visited us.
Yeah.
And I should have been here.
And Windsor Elementary is where they're thinking.
Oh, okay.
And you say they, who's they?
Community action.
Yeah,
we're
Community
partnering
Action and
with.
Carson Hardy has kind of been asked to be the focus group on that. Now,
They
I forget
sent
the
out.
name
But
of the girl from Community Action. She came and met with us. I'd have to look up the email to remind myself, but they're gonna kind of take the lead and typically, that's right, Hillary. Typically, when they get involved in something like this, they actually take ownership of a lot of the building of the project and managing of the project. They'll even help with the leasing of the boxes that the families maybe want to rent out. There's a lot of involvement with them, and they seem to be
Excited.
pretty excited about this. So my ask is that we're going into a nice park. It's going to be essentially the main entrance of the park. People are going to be walking through the garden to get to the park. So I want to make sure that we do it really well and that it looks really presentable. I don't want it to turn in a weedy, falling apart
It's not
tomato
Windsor
patch.
then, is it? Is it out there
Westmore.
behind Westmore?
Westmore.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what's more.
Yeah, it's on Main Street and approximately 1,000 south-ish. I can pull it up on a map if you want to kind of see.
Oh.
it's just
It's kind of a hidden part to it. It kind of has a smaller access, kind of like a flag parking lot that kind of goes past two little condos. If you didn't know it was there, you'd probably drive right past it, but it seems to be a really good community. It would serve that area well, I think. I'll pull it up while we're talking here. For those of you that weren't here, you can kind of get a quick update.
Hillary with Community Action, we were talking earlier, they're working on getting, what are they doing? Canvassing to get the neighbors in the area's feedback. They're like, yeah, let's do this. So we're waiting on that right now.
So this is Westmore Park, and like I said, it's kind of got limited access. This little private road kind of comes into a little parking lot here, and I'll turn the flyover on. But this area is moderate to low income, and it qualifies for CDBG money. This park is the closest park to that area. This park actually doesn't fall within that zoning, but this all does, and this is the closest park to their zone that they have. This is a lot of lower income fourplexes. So I think that this entire area, this whole neighborhood directly east of the park would be well serviced by it, as well as to the north on both sides of Main Street. So we're looking at potentially taking this portion of the park, because it's not really open field space that could be used for soccer and stuff. It's kind of tucked up into that weird area with trees blocking it. So we were thinking about maybe partitioning this whole portion off and doing really nice garden beds similar to what's at the IHC hospital.
And you got parking.
And then if we needed to, we could even expand it into this area to the north and do grow boxes in this whole area around the parking lot as well. And we could probably put a little shed somewhere in there that would provide the tools and everything that they would need. Maybe it would just have a padlock with a combination on it that we could share with the groups that are involved actively. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. I think it's a great location. It's not in a crazy busy intersection with limited to no parking. There's actually parking. It's off the beaten path where we wouldn't have people just walking by harvesting the fruits and vegetables. It would actually maybe be a little bit protected and preserved for the families that utilize it. So anyway, that's kind of what we're looking at. As I get updates on the survey, I'll let you guys know if it's a green light and if we're going to move forward and kind of keep you in the loop on how that's going to go. Bob hasn't been here for a few times either. Has anyone heard from Bob?
He had a graduation.
He's my neighbor.
Oh, good. So he's still excited about this, I hope. I know
Yeah, he
excited
emailed
about
me.
doing some classes.
He is at his grandson's graduation.
Oh, great.
And he
Okay.
has 10 kids, so he's got lots of people to go visit.
He was so
grandkids.
excited about these gardens, and
I know.
the most effort we've put into these were the last 2 weeks, and he hasn't, or the last 2 visits, and he wasn't here to meet with Community Action. So if we need to bring them back for another update, that probably would be a good thing. He'd
He's,
probably learn
you know,
that.
he volunteers at Thanksgiving Point.
Yeah.
So,
And I know he was interested in maybe doing some classes through this as
Yeah.
well, which would be cool.
Was anybody going to do newsletters? What was the list that we had come up with? Did we come up with the
Newsletters?
list? Newsletter articles.
Let me pull that.
Britton did one. I think you're the only one that did one.
I think it's the only one we did so far.
Yeah.
And by me, I mean ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT wrote a great entry.
Yeah, I love that.
Tweaked it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I had to give her some direction.
Give it some direction.
Like, this is what it should be about. Focus it this way.
Yep, Britton did one for March.
We missed April.
We didn't do
Missed
one for
May.
April. We are
You could
needing it right away for May. We can go for June though.
Do you need May's tonight?
Oh, Mason came
When
out
do you need
today.
I need
Oh,
May
it
by
came.
today.
came out today.
It came out today. Mason.
Well, that's the submit by date. It'll go out early next month. So if I want to get it out for the one that would run in May, or for June, I would need it tonight.
I'll do the one for next month, or the June one.
What we ought to do is, if we can fill this out now, if everyone wants to kind of volunteer for a month, then I can know who to reach out to and remind you.
I'll do June.
I'll do July's.
Maybe we just advertise the parade for this month.
You're taking July?
So if
Elaine?
you're taking July, that means you're doing August? Is that what it is?
Basically.
Who's taking August?
Yeah.
I'll take August, but that means I'm writing for September, right?
Oh, you're right. I need to
Okay.
slide that down one.
I just wanted to make sure that we.
I can produce one for tonight.
For tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Look at this
heavens.
guy. Let's go, Britton.
But I'm still sending it in June, correct,
Yeah.
Tyler?
So you're doing the one for September. You'd get it to me in August,
Yeah, you would send
right?
it, so
Right.
you'd get
That's the
July,
plan.
so you'd send
Right.
it by June
Yeah.
20th.
So,
That's what I thought.
are the ones in thing just how to protect your garden or take care
Yeah.
of plants in the
Whatever
winter?
you want.
Yeah, like how
Whatever
to,
you want.
to
Have beautiful
winterize, how to prep.
flowers.
I could
Yeah.
do that.
Whatever your month.
You want
So-
to take October, Pam?
Yes.
We should teach Pam.
Which
So
is
we
really
need that
for
by
November.
September 20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing August, is that right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yep, Elaine, if
Yeah,
you get it
but
to me
you're
by
gonna need it by
July
July
20th
20th.
for August.
Got it.
I'll do November. That'll be easy. I'll just tell people to turn their water off.
Turn off the
Remember spring was going when
winterize.
it's snowing.
Well, no, you need the winterizing one, right?
Huh.
Should winterize actually before in October or
Yeah.
end of
And-
September.
Blow your.
Add that to yours is to winterize.
Winterize?
yeah, you can write about
People need
winterizing.
to be reminded then.
We may or may not need anything in December, but if you want to, awesome.
Well, it's
totally up to you.
plagiarism
for
allowed at all?
December,
It is.
Thank you.
if you get one for December,
Well, I mean-
what I would suggest is just
A little link to
Yeah,
some
you-
other things,
Yep.
because
Sorry, April.
I have to
what
say I'm
was
not a
it?
gardener.
for December, somebody
Yeah,
could
could
write
be
an
bad.
article
Just-
about
yeah, just
just
put the article in.
encouraging putting submissions in for Christmas lights.
Oh, there you go.
Or how to do pots in front for Christmas or
Yeah.
any kind of.
Wait, for
You want
which
to write
one?
those notes?
For
in
the
topic?
holiday
I might have to
awards
call
for
you and get a
December,
reminder.
to just,
Just to
you know,
It's stuff I
put something out to remind the community to.
Could be a
You know,
disaster.
So I can do
Copy
whatever.
somebody
Don't
to
they
Don't they do
nominate.
holiday ones in October too for Halloween?
Right after the
Well, we
So
don't
about
really do
October
we
20th
don't
is a
do
Sunday. I
holidays
guess I
for
can do it a
Halloween.
day
We
later.
should, and have like the most gory
Probably.
display.
Honestly,
There's some great ones.
I suggest that if you have signs left over
You're doing-
from
so
the
yours is
summer,
due by
there's nothing
September
to stop you
20th.
from doing it.
I
Like,
thought this was
somebody
the
did
month
one
they were
and
the day
they
they were
submit-
due.
Yeah, so it's
Somebody
due
gave an
September
award in
20th,
October
and
and,
you'll be published in
like,
October.
The person that they gave the
Published in
award to
October.
had like
Oh, okay.
skeletons coming out
Was
of
it that?
bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have an
I
Orem
was
Ghoul
gonna
award.
do them. Okay,
Unless you want to change it, we can move
You
names
can
around.
maybe
That's
strong
fine.
arm
it's
strong.
okay.
Yeah, we can move names around, Pam.
I was just gonna say October 20th is a Sunday, so I guess you get a day's break there. Turn it on the 21st.
Yeah.
But
we're doing
I'm in the
September
wrong
20th.
month,
So
so.
you have to have it in by September 20th for it to
Yes.
come out in October.
Right,
Yep.
okay. I just wasn't sure if that was the due date or the date it was gonna be published.
It's just any time before that.
Okay.
Do we want to throw in topics for reminders of like winterization and then?
Sure. Winterization probably was going to fall in Pam's, right? Are you going to take care of winterization?
I can do that.
So there's all sorts of things.
And these are just
Ideas.
ideas.
Yeah.
You're welcome to do whatever you wish.
And then November is the reminder for Christmas light submissions.
Yeah, November would be like Christmas light. Well, not November. Yeah, November. Either November or
Reminder
December.
to do Christmas lights.
Well, you would actually, it would be for December, would be the
What?
Christmas light submissions.
What time does it hit mailbox?
I don't know what time it hits, but
Yeah,
usually,
because that one is being
That's-
submitted October 20th to come out
Yeah.
early November,
November.
which we're probably not, most people are starting to set up after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
so maybe Christmas lights would be the following one.
yeah,
Yeah.
because then that's when people start to actually kind of notice when there's Christmas lights
Yeah.
between after Thanksgiving.
This
Before
one
that,
is
it's just annoying to people.
November, though. It seems like in the past, and I actually hang on to an archive of what we've done in the past since I've been in here. I could maybe pull some suggestions if you want, but it seems like when you're getting to the end of the season and Thanksgiving is done, a lot of your gardens kind of starting to fall over and dead. It could be clean out your garden and prep for next planting year. I think we've seen some things like that at that time of year.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
A little bit of cultivating
Or
and pulling out
the
the dead.
newsletter in December could say if you still have your pumpkin on your porch, you need to get rid of it.
Right.
That's not appropriate.
That would be me.
It's like flat.
You don't want it to end up in the
road.
We could throw in something about aerating.
Not
in
enjoy
October as
stepping
well.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, November's even good for aeration. You want to do that one?
Okay.
Sean, whatever you want to do, but aeration's maybe an idea.
That's a good idea.
Get rid of your pumpkins.
Well, I mean, these are, you know, these things are just things that you can add in like a single, you know, 1 or 2 lines. There's a whole article.
Yep.
I thought
Totally,
they did
you know,
aerating in the spring.
Yeah.
Jared, what do you want to do? You're,
Yeah,
you're
spring
ready
and
for
fall.
July. Wise
And in
water
the fall?
use, maybe?
Sure.
And in the
That's
fall.
good. July and August.
See what trouble.
Put me down for water-wise.
Fire safety.
And I'll just do landscape tasks for August.
What do you want to do, Kristen?
What do you want to do, Kristen?
It's Kirsten, but
I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
I don't typically correct people, but I just
I'm
have
so
to
sorry.
because it was like you both doubled up on me just
I
now.
should know that.
I don't care. My dad calls me Kirsten, so like, what is
Kirsten?
my name?
like Kirsten.
How do you
does.
like it pronounced?
Kirsten.
Kirsten?
Kirsten. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. I just had to.
Thank you for
September. I don't know. What do you do in your year for September?
Maybe
Leaves are
harvesting.
falling.
Harvest.
I think I did something
Harvesting.
Garden harvesting.
All right, a harvesting.
Garden harvest
And you can talk about the, you know, that at the senior center, they have that harvest booth where you can share your
Yeah, you can also
harvest.
talk about how you can get rid of your extra food, like where you can
Zucchini?
take it. Yeah, your
Okay,
extra
there we go.
5 pounds of zucchini.
Extra
And that's at
produce
the
donations.
Friendship Center?
Check all the cars at
Okay,
church.
cool.
See if they're unlocked and
What's,
stick them in there.
What's being
Oh, the
planted in the
cars?
We
next
just looked
month?
for all the
And
unlocked
people are
cars
like,
in the
what is
church
cars?
parking lot.
Because you'll get
That's
zucchinis.
right.
Everything.
People are so funny.
Vegetable.
Okay, cool beans.
Sounds
Anything else, guys?
Do you guys want to meet next month, or you want to?
No, I don't think we need to.
Unless something pops up, you'll inform us.
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
let you know.
Do we anticipate having the
Welcome.
canvassing information back by then?
Hmm?
Do we anticipate having the community garden information
Surveys?
back by then?
Back by next month?
Probably not.
Certainly. I would imagine that shouldn't be. They may have already a lot of the data already. I just haven't heard back from anyone yet.
So you can just email us about it too.
Yep, I can do that. I'll email you as soon as I know on the parade route. Good luck at the parade.
Why, thank you.
That'll be fun.
Where are you going to be?
I
Not
have
there.
been roped into helping with the Oremfest altogether. They've asked me to oversee the barbecue and the car
Oh,
show.
that's rough.
And,
Are you gonna be okay doing that? I mean, do you need help?
well, it's going to be easier
Are
this
you
year
case
because I'm
testing or-
contracting a lot of it out. It used to be a heavy labor mess of boiling hot dogs
Ew.
for
Oh.
hours on end. Just
If
like
people still
ruined
boil hot
an
dogs,
American
I guess
classic
they-
for everybody, and we're going to do things a little differently this year, I think.
Cool. Where's it at this year?
It'll be down at the Sarah Park. That's on, I think, Monday, though, so I could probably get involved on Saturday, but because I'm part of that group, I'm just kind of helping wherever. Karina's our events planner, and she and I are good friends, and I'm often the first one she calls when it's like panic mode. I need a trailer. I
Well,
need
we
the
don't
train
need
here,
you
I need this.
anyways.
But if
Well,
you have
you're
me, I can
fine.
probably make myself available. I
We'll
think
be
I do.
fine. I'm just teasing you. Okay,
I'll be on the sidelines taking pictures.
Okay.
sounds good. All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Yay. We're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.